This week on Versus Everything, we go versus Tiger Woods. Another celebrity DUI as Tiger crashes into the woods again. We go versus Alberta Separatists. I go on the hunt for a separatist. I find one, and we have an exclusive interview that you do not want to miss. Also, Drewski, did he go too far, or was the skit roasting Erica Kirk comedic gold? All this and so much more on Versus Everything.
Well, Aaron Bishop, how are you?
I am doing fantastic, thank you. Sorry to interrupt.
Hey, it's no problem. I'm G. Patrick Conn, and here we are on G. Patrick Conn and Bish versus everything, or Pat and Bish versus everything. What a week it's been. We're going to review most of it. I'm kind of glad that we waited a night before going live on this, as we had time to see the NDP vote, I guess you would call it, a NDP federal convention, and then that segued very nicely into the Juno Awards. Pretty much a humiliating weekend for Canada all around. Aaron, have you seen any of these things?
Just from the clips that you've had on Facebook, I had no idea the Juno Awards were even going on this weekend. That just shows or tells you like how much on the pulse I am with these things. The NDP, though, yes, I did hear that we have a new NDP leader, Avi Lewis. I guess we will be talking about that more later in the show.
I mean, whatever. We'll see what happens. We got a jam-packed show, though, ladies and gentlemen, that
we
might not even get to it. I don't know why we're doing the Tiger Woods thing now, because, full disclosure, I think the only reason we were doing it in the first place was so that you could tell that joke.
And I messed it up. I didn't even do it right.
Oh, no?
We did, yeah, no. I wanted to say Tiger crashed into the woods again without actually saying his first name the first time. But anyway, whatever.
Woods crashes into the woods.
Yeah, Tiger crashes into the woods. Yeah, whatever.
Look, I mean, it's painful sometimes when you come up with something clever that doesn't really catch on. For example, my NDP thing, I referred to the non-binary lady with the non-binary person with the short blonde hair and kind of bigger ears as Ellen DeGenderless. And I thought that would be viral, but shows what I know.
Oh my! So on that note, where are we starting this week? What's the first thing on the agenda?
Challenge.
We are going Winter Shorts Challenge. Okay,
yes,
let's do this.
Let's do the thing. Yes, and really kind of a victory lap now. There's tomorrow is the last day. I have to
Thank
say,
God.
Yes, I mean, compared to last year, this has been way more of a difficult challenge.
Oh, it's brutal. It's brutal, man. Every other day it's minus 20 or something like that. It's sick. It's disgusting. It's cold. I'm shocked I haven't gotten frostbite, honest to God.
Yes, well, I'm glad that you didn't. I'm glad that by all appearances, and I think we can project that you are going to get through this pretty much unscathed, which is great. We love that for the participants. And this past week, I did a little bit of a segment on open line, which was pretty good. But more than that, I just want to shout out. Now, this is already a successful.
You know, last week we were saying how much of a shit show this challenge was, but
Yes.
it turned out to be the most successful ever. Our second annual Winter Shorts
That's right.
Challenge. And yeah, let's do some shout outs because there's some people out there that deserve them.
Yes, please, by all means. Now, why don't you start? I mean, the week got started pretty good with a friend of the show, Danny Roberts, who is relation. He's kin to you, Aaron. And he came in with a nice big fat donation, $100 right off the hop that met our goal. So I don't know if he was just doing that just so that we wouldn't embarrass ourselves, it wouldn't be as humiliating, whatever his reasoning is behind it. Aaron, maybe you could talk a little bit as he is your nephew.
Well, cancer has hit us both pretty close. We've lost someone close to us a few years ago. So anything that we can do to help raise awareness for cancer and help money and raise money, we're going to do it. So thank you so much, Danny. I love you. Appreciate you, bud. Also out there, we have Justin Summers and Island Pro Wrestling. They donated with the message "Kick Cancer's Ass." Thank you so much. Speaking of Island Pro Wrestling, we have Chris Frizzle and the Dirty Hose Equipment Cleaning Company. Love it. Absolutely love it. Another $100 donation. Thank you guys so very much. Steve Outhouse, he donated. And Jennifer, I do believe that is Susan, my wife's sister. Maybe?
No. No.
Okay.
Jennifer is my lady, actually.
Okay.
That's right. She came in. She's, listen, she's still getting to know me, even though we've been seeing each other now for many months. But seeing this guy go out and struggle to do this all in the name of charity, I got to say, it's been a good month for me in that regard.
That's good. That's good. And as we're chatting here, Conan, do you want to put the link for donations in the chat? So if anybody watching this wants to make a last-minute donation, they can go right to it.
Yes. And then lastly, but not leastly, Steve Outhouse, who I mentioned on the show, I think, last week, is the campaign manager for Pierre Polyev. He was the guy that was running the campaign here last year, and I said last week that I suspected he liked me, and now I can confirm that he likes me. So that's a relief.
That's good.
Both of those donations were a relief. I will certainly put the
link in there.
Link in there. Now, I would hate to do this segue, but I guess we are talking about the conservatives.
Hold on, wait, before we segue into that, I do want to talk something more health related while we're on the subject of health. That's very important. Besides, obviously, colon cancer and raising all that stuff, all cancers are very, very important. But there is something else that we can do in our lives that can help in other areas. And
this isn't going to be some sort of like new age some sort of crazy investment that you're going to be asking our viewers.
No. I've found something that has absolute discovered something. Something has come into my life that has changed it. I'm telling you, it's a game changer. I feel better now than I've ever had my entire life.
And what is it? I'm on the edge of my seat here.
Are you? Give me a drum roll.
You know what? I think I actually got one of those. Let me see. There we go.
Here we go. It's a CPAP machine.
Yes.
I swear to God, this thing has changed my life. Never thought I needed this, but I've been a snorer my whole life. Never been a very good sleeper, tossing and turning. Went and got a sleep study done. Turns out I was having many stressful events per hour. So they suggested that I go on CPAP machine, and ever since then, my stress levels have gone from 30 an hour down to 3. and I'm sleeping, I said, better than I ever had before. I'm waking up refreshed. I don't feel groggy like a piece of crap. I haven't snored once since I've had this machine. My wife is loving it because now she can sleep, and it's amazing.
Yes. Wow. That's great. I'm glad to hear that. Now, can I see you put it on? Is it a nostril one or is it over the entire face? Oh, it's a nostril guy. Is it? You kind of look like Darth Vader. Yeah, nice. Yes. So I got fitted for one of those. They told me I had just mild apnea, and I couldn't. They give it to you for a month or whatever to try and get used to it, and I just couldn't do it. In my sleep always pulled it off.
I hear you. How long ago was that? If you don't mind me asking.
Oh, a year or two, I guess.
Okay, because I originally did a sleep study as well, and the mask that they gave me, it just wasn't comfortable. It didn't feel right.
Yeah.
Hated it, took it off. But the masks now are better, and the mask that I have, it's so comfortable. It goes under my nose right here, and I can still breathe in right there. It's got a good seal. It's so comfortable. I can't really picture myself sleeping without it now. It's comfy. Like it fits perfect. It feels nice. Yeah.
Now, do you sleep on you must sleep on your back, I guess, do you?
I'm mostly a side sleeper, so the mask has a 360-degree swivel on it. So no matter what you do, whatever the tubing or whatever, it'll be fine.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, I'm happy to hear this. I'm glad that it's working for you. Like I said, it was mild for me. Maybe I'll give it another shot now that you've inspired me. But so you're waking up, you're feeling a lot better. And now that you say this, I mean, I mentioned this to somebody the other day. Like every time I wake up, I feel like shit immediately. And my mouth is all fucked and stuff, and it hasn't been that long, but like I don't wake up like feeling good, like physically.
The past 2 weeks, I've never in my entire life, 43-year-old man, never woke up once feeling refreshed and great. The past 2 weeks, every day I'm waking up before my alarm's going off, or when it goes off, I'm like, all right, let's go. Like I'm ready to get out of bed and start the day. I have energy. Like I never thought I would have energy, and it's crazy.
Wow.
But yeah,
You're already a pretty positive guy in your own right. So this might be obnoxious. You might have too much energy, too much happiness.
Yes.
But enjoy it while you can.
Thank you, sir. But what were we going to segue into before that little tangent? I'm sorry.
Actually, I wanted to bring this up because I mentioned this to you, and I wanted to remember it. But you brought up your lovely wife, and you've been together now for over a decade, and you seem to have a good handle on things most of the time. And Jennifer, my lady, anytime she sees you, she remarks how positive a person you are. And so I think that we should offer some of your services and insight, Aaron, to the people, to the viewers. And
oh boy,
whenever we get some questions, people could call in, obviously, at the line. That's always open, 709-552-4850. Or do I have the email? Yes, the email address, which is patbishversuseverything@gmail.com, and ask Aaron Bishop what questions you have about relationships. Simply put, Bish is going to offer relationship advice, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm glad that you agreed to do this, and it's all going to be on the up and up. So, Aaron, just throwing that out there, and once we get enough, a couple of interesting ones, we will bring them to you.
I cannot wait to disperse the wisdom.
Yes. Just another service that we're doing for our friends out there. So the segue I was going to make was from the guy that likes me, Steve Outhouse, who may not
Right.
like me now because of this segue, but last week, one of the big stories coming out of Canada before the NDP convention, but strangely enough, kind of connected to the NDP convention, is the decision by the Olympics to ban transgendered athletes, I guess is the way that it's being put. They're not allowing. They're not allowing.
They're not allowing anybody who was born a male to compete in the female sports.
Right, and vice versa, I imagine.
No,
too,
it's
right?
not vice versa. There's no testing.
no?
There's no testing for males, period. It's just for the women's side. So,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Well, I think that like this became a big story after the last Olympics when there was a woman who has been proven to be a woman, but she has something like some testosterone levels that are a little bit higher or something like that, but she was way stronger than anybody else she was competing against. And even though it's not this particular athlete that although I think they would break the rules because it's not even just like a trans thing. It could be elevated testosterone levels. But point is that when it comes to physical fights or physical combat, they don't want somebody, an athlete, to have a physical advantage over a woman, which, on paper, pretty agreeable, but just the
Semantics of it all.
semantics and just the way that people are celebrating it is very unpleasant, and it's very hateful, I think.
It is, and it's not a black and white thing too either. Like a lot of people who have sexual disorders, they're not going to be allowed to compete either. So and these people with sexual disorders, some of these people, these disorders are more common than red hair or twins even. So a lot of people are going to be affected by this. And you're right, the way people are going about it, celebrating it, is not right. And Conan, I just want to ask you very quickly. We here at the podcast, we like to prove disinformation from real information, right? Disinformation is bad, correct?
It's one of the things that we have on in the opening, of course, Aaron.
Of course. Okay. And Conan, do you know who J.K. Rowling is?
Yes, she's an author, I believe. Can't remember what did J.K. Rowling write?
Harry Potter.
Yes, that's right. Yes.
Do you know what she's known for besides writing Harry Potter?
Yes, she is what is called now. The term is called a TERF, which I can't remember what the letters mean, but it's essentially heterosexual women that are anti-trans women.
Correct. Now, she's anti-trans. She's known as one of the biggest bigots in the world. She's homophobic. She's all that. Would you personally align your values with her?
No, I wouldn't. And I'm glad that you're bringing this up because it's an interesting question. Because when she first started talking about this stuff many years ago, she was a lot more nuanced about it and reasonable in that it was her main points, which I still think that she still sort of waves a flag for, stuff like keeping transgender women out of prisons, out of washrooms, and out of sports with other women. And she, I don't even know if she would have said it as cut and dry as that, but what happens is after a while of being in this ongoing argument with an entire community is that her rhetoric has become way more obnoxious, and she has become way more steadfast in her beliefs. So like there's like a mutual hatred that's going on between this community. She's been disavowed by like most of the cast of Harry Potter now, and she's still always so she's lot of anger, a lot of hate there behind it. So,
Your answer
to
is
answer
no.
your question, I would not. No, would not align.
Do you think it's proper for the leader of a country or the leader of a political party to retweet J.K. Rowling with disinformation in the tweet saying this right here? Do you think that's appropriate, Condon?
I know exactly what you're talking about. Let me just. So you're talking about this, right?
Yes.
Yes. And so you're talking about Mr. Pierre Polyev. Sorry, is this
Little PP.
Yeah, right. Now, after he had just gotten in a better place with you.
Oh, man, it sucks because, yeah, I did have a lot of respect for PP coming out of that podcast interview with Joe Rogan, and my nephew Danny got mad at me for not listening to it. I went back and listened to, not all of it, but I went back and listened to more of it, and I was like, wow, he did a really good job, and I was considering the thought of maybe I should consider voting for the PC party. And then he does something as stupid as this. Oh my God, lost all respect, and I will never fucking vote for the PC party as long as he's in charge because of this shit right here.
Hold on now. Don't be crazy. There's
He's spreading misinformation.
Look, I mean, there's worse things.
Oh
we have bigger problems in the country than this news story. But I do agree with you. I wish that he hadn't even touched it, because the people that he's appealing to are already going to be voting for him. So he's not gaining any ground by publicly agreeing with this stuff. And I bet you Steve Outhouse was not consulted before this, because it doesn't make any sense after all of the inroads that he made with this Joe Rogan thing for him to go and say something or promote something that was way more ignorant than anything that he said on Joe Rogan, which is supposed to be the most ignorant, podcast, right-wing podcast there is. So I think it was a big misstep. And then beyond that, I don't think a lot of even maybe I'm not super right-wing. I'm not super conservative, but I am conservative. And I don't like this issue at all. It's mean-spirited. It's about a group of people that are so small population-wise that the conversation to be about them continuously just doesn't make any sense. And it makes it harder for people like me when I'm talking to people like you, say, look, nobody cares. Any conversation I've ever had with a conservative or a PC person, trans rights and trans people and all this stuff that's connected to it has never come up. And I bet you, even if you were at a one-on-one conversation with a lot of these PC and conservative guys, and you made a joke about trans people, and maybe it was a good joke, and maybe the joke was clever and it wasn't too harsh, I bet you they still would not laugh at it, because I think in their heart they don't want to fight this battle. The other thing too is, if you are in a political party, you need to be a big tent, and you can't start excluding people from voting for you. You cannot say to people, I don't want you to vote for us. And so it's a mistake in that regard too.
Yeah, just a total bonehead, stupid move. And I think the total company culture, if you want to call it, over at the PC party needs to be changed. Because, if they're aligning their values, their policies with the biggest bigot in the world, no, sir.
All right. Now, speaking of bigots, Aaron, you went and spoke to some Alberta separatists. Now, these guys, they're bigots. Yeah. These guys, they're conservative. And you told me you were going to do this. And so I couldn't believe it, really. And I was very excited to hear it, and then even more excited that you came through. So why don't you tell me where you found this crowd, or these people, this group?
This is just a corner in Red Deer, Alberta, where all the protests happen every single weekend. You can guarantee it. Every single week, death, taxes, and protests on that corner in Red Deer, man. Guaranteed every weekend.
It's so different than on this side of the country, because if somebody's protesting here, it's left wing politics. It's like, there was probably people out for the No Kings rally here and that kind of stuff, anti-war. And then over on your side of the country, the people that are doing it are the complete opposite.
Pro-war, separatist. Yeah, it's crazy. But, we need to have the conversation. We need to go talk to these people and just see what they think. Why do they think the way they do? And I'm not here to make fun of anybody, or because there are people out there who do have legit reasons for separation. Not enough representation in Ottawa. All the regulations on the oil sands and stuff like that. I mean, there's all, and not getting enough money back from the government. There's all kinds of reasons, legit reasons why people would want to separate. And I was hoping to get some of these reasons to have a debate. But that's not what I got with this one. Thank you. No, thank you, Floyd, for taking the time to do the interview with me. I really do. Thank you. Appreciate it.
You think you got the better of Floyd, do you? He never challenged you intellectually about
No,
this
I didn't really debate him. I just let him speak on what he thought. And well, yeah, we'll see here in the interview. Yeah, just hearing the thoughts of a separatist.
Okay.
Hello there, Bish from Pat and Bish versus Everything. Today, I'm on the hunt for separatists, Albertan separatists. I found them. All over this corner. We have more Israeli flags than Albertan flags, it seems.
What is up with that?
Oh man, it's crazy. Yeah,
Israeli population there.
No, these are actually Albertans also protesting or saying they're pro-Israeli. They're for the war. I talked to Floyd and I was like, "What's going on?" And he said that these are a separate protest group that happened to join the Separatist group. So
Wow.
we have two protesting groups here joining forces.
And they're just joining forces. I don't know. I don't know that. I don't know. I can't believe anybody cares about it, like, although I mean we get a lot of Palestinian people out on this country. It's like it's really like two different sides of the. It's wild though.
But
Flowing the flag.
what these guys have to say. All right, Bish here with Pat and Bish.
Now hold on again. You went out and did this on your own, did you? You went out solo?
Solo. Susan want nothing to do with it.
No.
No.
I mean, I'm just surprised. I mean, you didn't know what you were walking into. And off the top of my head, if I'm going to paint a picture of who Alberta separatists are, they're the type of people that might smack you in the face if they didn't like the way that you were talking about their held beliefs.
Yeah. I was a little afraid. Not to lie. I was a little afraid.
And I like that you're wearing the sunglasses out there because I we've established now that this is out in the real world that you do this.
This is core Bishop now. Yeah.
It also intimidates the other person that you're talking to, because as we all know, that's the primary reason of sunglasses, to be an intimidating personality. So I see the reasoning behind it. Good on you.
Pat and Bish versus Everything. I am here with Floyd. He's good enough to take a few minutes. Floyd, thank you.
You're welcome.
So I guess first questions first. We are here in Red Deer. You got the Alberta flag right here. I seen a bunch of people here just a few minutes ago.
Is his woman or whoever recording you from their own perspective there, or is she just chilling out?
She might be recording me. I'm not sure, but she was definitely interested in what was going on.
What happened to everybody? Where's all the flags and stuff now?
As soon as I started interviewing Floyd, or as soon as they'd see me talking to him, they all took off. They all got in their vehicles and left. They've got the phone out and they're gone like that, lickety split.
That's so that's cringy. That's like, I don't know. That rubs me the wrong way. I don't like that.
No, right? Like I was literally there for 2 minutes. You saw everybody there. I get in the car, shake his hand, bring up the phone. Boom, 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 boom. Everybody gets in the vehicles and leave. Crazy.
Hey, he looks like he's a pretty nice guy. I mean, he said, what did he say? Hello or nice to meet you or thank you or something like that. Very polite.
Very polite guy. He is a very polite guy, yes.
How did you end up talking to him? Was he the only person that you tried to talk to? Did anybody?
Everybody else was gone by the time I finished with Floyd.
So
yeah.
it was just no, but I mean, like you went up to Floyd immediately.
Immediately, yeah. He was the first one I went up to. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
A few minutes ago, everybody had the Alberta flags, the Israeli flags flying.
That was another group with us.
That was another group with you. Okay. Okay.
Or came while I was here.
Okay. So you're here advocating for the separatism. Why would you like to separate from Alberta?
Well, we're here to get signatures for the petition,
Right.
To have the opportunity to have some democracy, so that we can vote yes or no. Either you want it or you don't, and put it to bed.
I don't like this. And this is always what these people do. When you ask them about it, they go, well, it's just really practicing democracy. We're just asking people if they want to say yes or no. Like, they don't, when they're confronted about it and say, why do you want to separate from Canada, they don't start with the reasons why. It's just, we're just asking a question. We're just asking questions here. It's insincere.
It is.
Essentially, I would like to separate from Canada because the amount of money that Ottawa has taken from Alberta without bringing it back to Alberta is astounding, number one. And we, as a country, are mineral rich, oil rich, natural gas rich. We should not be in debt. We should not have to pay income tax. And we are being taxed to death, literally. My children.
He's being taxed to death. Literally.
He's being taxed to death. Yeah, literally.
Literally.
Yeah. Literally.
Wow.
Yeah.
I hate when people misuse that word. Figuratively.
Figuratively.
You know, he's still alive. He's not being taxed to death, literally.
Adults working, struggling to get by. They don't make enough. They can't even buy a steak.
Right.
And that's retarded. Steaks here.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Look, I don't mind the placement of a good R word every now and then, but not surprising.
Sure, you know, anywhere from $15 to $45, $50, $60 a steak.
So we need to pause it right here before you go any further. Yeah.
There's no way that you guys are paying $60, and he started off at $15.
It went from 15 up to 60. Yeah. Listen, we can go to Sobeys right now. We can get a good cut of beef, a pack of 4 for like $25-$30.
Yeah,
now,
like-
and another thing too, okay, it's not the government that sets the pricing for steaks here in Alberta, buddy. Okay, it's the ranchers and the stores that get together, and it's all based on supply and demand, and they set the price. It's got nothing to do with the government. So one of the reasons you want to separate is no bueno.
$60 steak is why he wants to leave Canada. It's just his kids can't afford a $60 steak. And also, I think like any explosion in prices stem from COVID. That's when the inflation started to go up crazy. And that, and it was because of all these new things that need to be instituted and for safety. And now that COVID is gone, those prices obviously have not gone down again. So, it's...
And also, we had droughts last year, and we had smaller herd sizes, so that's also impacting beef prices. But yes, blame the government.
You're going out to a restaurant maybe and paying $60 for a steak or something like that. There's no way. Anyway.
Right.
Okay, so if you separate, you think that our taxes are going to be abolished,
Maybe not abolished, but definitely reduced substantially. Yeah?
and all the groceries, and you think all that stuff is going to go down if we separate.
We'll have a couple of years where it might be just as bad. We're going to see our grocery prices probably double again. And they're already, $8 for a gallon of milk.
Is it $8?
It's not $8. No.
Where's this guy shopping? Who's taking
I have
advantage
no
of
idea.
this guy?
Listen, I shop at Sobeys, which is the most expensive place in Red Deer, and it's not anywhere close to that. Go to fucking Save On Foods, bud. Yeah.
Where,
holy
yeah,
shit.
like... What is,
Go to the superstore. Holy
who is
fuck.
making this man pay $8? I would be very upset if I was paying $8 for a carton of milk. So I can understand that, but it's not Canada. It's
No.
somebody in your life is just completely taking advantage of you with his steak and milk scheme.
No?
I also like that you mentioned the two things that he wanted for separation. He was like, oh, it's probably not going to happen. No, it's probably going to double in size, I guess. But, prices are probably going to double. So it's like, okay, why? So what's the benefit here? You admitted that the things that you want to change are not going to change by separation.
$6-8 for a dozen eggs.
Grocery price $8 for a dozen eggs, buddy.
Just saying words. It's just
Word
like
vomit.
putting
It's word
price-
vomit. Yeah.
Oh man.
Food prices are up everywhere, though. It's not just Canada. It's across the United States and everything. So why do you think that it's going to make a difference if we separate? That the groceries will go down?
If we separate and we put the price of our gas in Alberta where it should be, we can sell it foreignly to the States, to Asia, but we should be able to keep the price here at an Alberta price, not a global price. And I believe that will help a lot. And if our income taxes go from whatever you have to pay between 25 and 50%, you'll have that much back in your pocket from what you work. And if our what we're taxed on our homes, when you own a house, you pay your land taxes.
Yeah.
Think of a municipal land tax is a municipal government thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
If that was reduced or even abolished, that would save a lot of our seniors.
Just abolish land taxes.
And
Or even abolish.
No property taxes. No land taxes. None
I mean,
for
this
you.
is a socialist dream, is what he's talking about. You go to the grocery store, things are not costing anything anymore. You're not paying income tax. You're not paying for your land. It's all just given to you.
and they talked with them. They're on set incomes. They're having to either have someone live with them as a roommate to help cover their costs, because what they had set out 15 years ago is not covering their land taxes now or their groceries. So it's not good.
No, and look, and fair enough, but I don't know. Is this punching down on this guy? Because what he's saying doesn't make any sense. But if it's the same as in Newfoundland, when you get your old age pension, you get some from the province and some from the federal government, and both of it is not enough. But how is it beneficial for Alberta to say, all right, we're not going to take any federal old age pension now, and we're going to pay these people more out of our own pension, which we're not taxing anybody on anymore, because there's no taxes in this new Alberta paradise. Steaks grow on trees.
Okay, and if we do separate, how are we going to pay for our defense? Whose currency are we going to use?
That's a good question. I would personally like to see them develop our own dollar. I've heard that they might decide to go with the U.S. dollar.
If we did go with our own dollar, it wouldn't be worth anything. It wouldn't be worth anything.
Why not?
Can't just start up a whole new dollar out of nowhere and have it worth something.
Yeah, dollar.
I don't know anything about economics, so I can't really talk about this.
I could talk about
Dollars.
if you want to.
Yeah,
Yeah, it literally you can't. Yeah, you cannot just start up a whole new currency and have it mean something. You need to have credibility. And if you don't believe me, look at Czechoslovakia. Okay, and other people are saying, hey, what about we go on a gold reserve kind of economy? Well, guess what? Alberta does not have enough resources. They don't have enough gold. They don't have enough resources. They don't have the gold to cover a $450 billion economy. So, and you want to separate and use someone else's currency? What a fucking idiot. Let's go on. Continue. I don't mean to.
Dollar's been based on oil since the 70s. That's where they had their price. Ours would be much smaller, but there's small countries that have their own money.
There are, but I don't think if Alberta were to print their own money, I don't think right away anyway it would be worth anything. So it would take a lot of time. Yeah.
I mean, we have the oil and gas, we have the natural resources.
Right. But if we separate, we're going to have to use either Canadian currency or American currency. We're going to use someone else's currency at the begining. We're going to have to bring in doctors because we don't have our own doctors. We're going to have to bring in doctors. We're going to have to bring in all kinds of other things.
And do we have to bring in doctors? Doctors that want to come here because they'll have freedom to actually practice medicine and not be told how to practice it.
In this guy's mind, yes. I mean, if what he's thinking is the reality of it, yes, doctors are going to want to go there. I can definitely see that. No income taxes, you're not paying for your land, you are getting milk and eggs and beef as much as you want. So a doctor will want to go there. Their money is based on oil, made out of oil, perhaps. I don't know.
Of course, people are just going to magically want to go to medical school here out of nowhere, are they? Like, come on. We have to bring in the doctor because nobody wants to go to school, bud. Canadians are lazy as shit. No one wants to do those jobs. Everybody wants to go work on the rigs or be a travel agent.
Yeah. Yes. And the best in the world.
Thank you.
But yeah, I mean, when you think about the workforce in Alberta, it is not a lot of medical students. Same as in Newfoundland, and you know, I mean, that's a larger question. But so I guess in this guy's reality, there's like nobody in this guy's imagination of what a separated Alberta was like. There's nobody coming from outside of the country of Alberta to work in it. Like they're closing off the gates as soon as they're separated.
I guess so.
By the government. Look at BC, the law that they put in through legislation. They're saying if the doctor doesn't abide by these guidelines, they'll be fined or lose their license. That's not doctor.
But we're not home-growing our own doctors here. We got to bring them in. So
we can home-grow our own doctors if we quit bringing in international students.
There it is.
Which we're doing now.
There it is. Ding, 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 ding. Just waiting for it to come out.
Is there any other closing statements you'd like to give?
I'm just here to collect signatures so we can have democracy in Alberta.
How many do we have so far?
That I don't.
You don't know yet. Okay. Fair enough. Well, thank you very much for your time, sir. I appreciate it.
The only reason you're there.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Ends with a handshake. We love to see it. Aaron, great job.
Thank you. Thank you.
Fantastic. Yes. Well, so he didn't convince you, I guess. You're more near to wanting a separate Alberta?
No. And if there's anybody out there watching, you know, please give us a call. If you have any legitimate, you know, reasons, let's talk about it. Let's have that conversation. But if you're going to talk about high beef prices and high egg prices, I mean, give your head a shake and do some research.
And also, while you bring it up, please, I should have said this right away, please remember to like, subscribe, and comment wherever you're watching this, YouTube or Facebook. Thank you very much for that. And Aaron, can't wait to see what you go and do next on assignment. We're almost going to get through this without talking about wrestling, but I can't help but ask.
No, you're not going to bring up wrestling. I thought we were going to go our first episode ever without talking about wrestling. I thought we were going to do it.
Well, I mean, I only bring it up because I wonder if you're going to do any ring announcing or if there's any big shows or anything on the weekend that you wanted to
Thank you about. I do appreciate that. Thank you. RCW Adrenaline, Innisfail, Alberta, April the 10th. You can buy your tickets now online or at the Legion. And we have a main event already scheduled. It's a tables match between Krieger and the Albertan ass-kicking machine, Hayden Avery. And it's going to be awesome. April the 10th.
Nice. And I believe our boys in PEI have a show coming up this weekend, too, don't they?
They do. In Moncton, yes. They're doing their 1-year anniversary takeover show. Oh, my God. We have August Artois versus the Giant Orion for the championship. That's going to be a humdinger. Yeah, that's going to be such a good card, top to bottom. Cannot wait. You guys can catch that on YouTube and on their Patreon account, ipwwrestling.com.
Big things, big things. Always happy to hear that the boys have a show coming up. We should get them on again sometime soon.
We should.
It's been a while. Now, moving on, of course, we have to talk about Eric Kirk and this Drewski thing. I don't know anything about Drewski.
I don't know either. This is the first time I've seen him, the first time I heard of him. Yeah, we'll get
let's
into
just
it.
show the video. Now, I know that he, when I looked him up going into this, he's labeled as a comedian. I don't know if he does stand-up comedy, but I do know that he has done like cowboy. He's like, does these sort of grand dress-ups with prosthetics and stuff. And so he did something that was called What Conservative Women Be Like, or something like that, and sort of got a lot of press.
Get on your feet!
We're praying for all the soldiers and troops.
That's great that you're praying, but how about all the kids that died when the USA hit the towers?
It broke my heart. That is the...
All right, I'm not actually going to watch this entire thing because it goes on forever. But this is, that's pretty much the gist of it, is that he is mocking Erica Kirk, who is the recently widowed wife of conservative pundit Charlie Kirk. So, Aaron, the discourse online is, one, people are upset because it's whiteface, I guess, and you hear everything that I've heard about this has been, if it were a black person, or if it was a white person doing blackface, what would everybody say?
Right. Well,
which I don't care about at all. I don't care about whiteface or blackface.
I find the skit funny personally, but if you really want to get down to brass tacks, you want to talk about whiteface versus blackface. Whiteface, in the definition in the dictionary, is referring to putting makeup on a clown, going dressing him as a clown, while blackface is rooted in racism and all the bad things that came with
Aaron,
that.
Come on, you're being silly here. When people say whiteface, like, he's dressed up as a white person, is what people are saying.
Yeah, I know, but just it's different. It's different. Like I know it's the same, but it's different. It is different.
Yeah, I don't care. I think that I don't give Trudeau a hard time for doing the blackface or the brownface thing. Especially that, because I don't think it was done with any malice, but I think it's because the people that do I think
the people that do blackface have a malicious intent towards it, while the people doing the whiteface are poking fun and just doing comedy.
So you don't think that he didn't have a malicious intent when he was doing this Eric Kirk thing?
Not like racism way, no. I think he was showing the world how crazy she is, but outside of that, no.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really find what he was doing funny. The video goes on forever, and it's kind of like basic. I think the stuff that he's saying is not like I don't think it takes any deep thinker to be able to come up with that. The stuff with her dancing, that's already been memed. That was because she came out to
yeah.
It was hilarious. She came out to a pyro show during
she did, yeah.
his funeral.
Yeah.
And that is funny. And so and that has been memed, and they've shown her they've used AI to have her come out to wrestling pyro and stuff. I actually made one just for this segment that I want to show. Maybe it'll go viral. I don't know if you've seen the original one of that, but it's I don't know, some rapper going out to people applauding like that.
Gotcha.
I think it's going to go viral. Let's watch that one again.
That's good. That's good.
I think that you'll probably enjoy it more if you know what I'm talking about here. I don't think that you. I don't think you know what I'm referencing. Rapper. On
You
stage.
didn't know?
Audience.
Oh, I miss
Anyways.
those. I miss those audio clips.
Oh yes. I didn't know what you were. I didn't know what you were referencing there. Andrew actually got in touch with me today to, you're going to love him going back to this, to ask if I was the one that came up with the L&D genderless line. So,
Good old Andrew, former producer.
He also
Shout out
was
to
not
Andrew.
very comfortable with it. So,
No.
anyways, look, let's move. Do you have much else to say about it?
No. If anybody has a
Not much
comment,
else. You
leave your
think
anybody
that-
watching, leave your comments. Do you think? What do you think? Is it
you
gone
think
too
that
far?
it's-
Is it funny? What do you think?
Let's just get just before we move on. Let's sort of break down where the two sides of the argument is. One, you think that it's okay for a guy to dress up as a white woman who lost her husband 6 months ago, murdered in front of everybody, to mock her for being a bit weird, and I don't think that that's right.
Yeah, that's correct.
All right, so let's move on.
Is this tiger crashing into the woods?
Yes. Now, Aaron,
Yes.
I got to say about this news story. I can't remember what your joke was, so I was going to steal it. Woods crashed into the woods again.
Tiger
Tonight,
crashed
Tiger
into the
Woods
woods.
is behind bars in Florida, charged with driving under the influence.
Mr. Woods did exemplify signs of impairment.
Just before 2 p.m., the Martin County Sheriff's Office says the golfing legend was driving alone at a high speed on a 30-mile-per-hour suburban road in Jupiter Island. The 50-year-old was trying to pass a pressure cleaner truck.
This is a small 2-lane road, and there was no shoulder for this pressure cleaner gentleman to get off the side of the road. As he was trying to move to the side of the road, the Land Rover overtook him at the last minute, swerved to avoid a collision, but clipped the back end of the trailer.
Authorities say Woods crawled out of the passenger door and that he and the other driver are not injured.
Mr. Woods did a breathalyzer test, blew 000s, but when it came time for us to ask for a urinalysis test, he refused, and so he's been charged with DUI, with property damage, and refusal to submit to a lawful test.
Woods was also charged with driving under the influence in 2017. He pled guilty to reckless driving. And in 2021, Woods was driving nearly 90 miles per hour in a residential area of Los Angeles County, according to the sheriff. He hit a tree and the vehicle went airborne. Woods was not charged following that crash, but he did suffer numerous fractures in his right leg, requiring emergency surgery.
I feel I'm lucky to be alive.
But barely a year after that crash, Woods remarkably returned to golf on its biggest stage. He played at the 2022 Masters and even put on a show for his fans in Augusta. Just last October, he underwent back surgery for the 7th time. And earlier this week, Woods returned to professional golf for the first time in almost 2 years.
This body doesn't recover like it was when I was 24, 25. Doesn't mean I'm not trying. I've been trying for a while.
Woods is dating President Trump's former daughter-in-law, Vanessa Trump. Late today, the president weighing in.
I feel so badly. He's got some difficulty. There was an accident, and that's all I know. Very close friend of mine.
I didn't know that they were close friends. That's cool. So, Aaron, jokes are jokes. I didn't realize that he has done this now 3 or 4 times. Clearly, he has a drinking problem.
Or with pills, subscription pills or something.
Some
yes.
sort of, he has some sort of substance
Addiction,
problem. And it's and I never really put it together that it was as a direct result of these crashes that he's got, and that has really messed up he's already had a fantastic career, but he could have had even better, more successful, done more had he not done this. So it's really sad. And it's kind of interesting, like, the pass that athletes get when it comes to these problems. And maybe it's not even a pass. It's just that people don't really know, or the athletes themselves don't have anybody around them to say that you got a problem.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. And you see it all the time.
Well, yeah. And as we were saying with Timberlake, it's like obviously these guys don't need to drive, but it's not like, but when you live in a world where nobody says no to you, if you want to drive, you're going to drive, and that's it. It's not really a matter of not being able to find somebody to drive them. They, this is what they like to do.
Maybe they just don't like to have the chit chat. They're a celebrity. They just don't want to have the fanboying. I don't know, but
but I mean, a guy like Tiger Woods could have a driver waiting on.
Yeah, he could have his own personal driver. Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
but it's obviously not a solution for him because, when some people get messed up, it's like there's no talking to them, and then they're just in a vehicle and they're driving. I would like to see. There's footage of him from one of the previous ones where he was just like completely messed up in the body cam in terms of like talking. So I'm wondering if the same is going to come from this, like, because I mean, if he blew 000s on the breathalyzer, he must have been real messed up to still get arrested for DUI.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy, but
yeah. So the body cam one is the police. He didn't wreck his vehicle. He fell asleep behind the wheel.
Jesus.
And the car was parked on the side of the road, and then a cop discovered him and then got him out, and he was just like, I mean, it's really unfortunate.
Yeah, and unfortunately, someone's going to die one of these days, and totally preventable. Celebrities, get your fucking shit together. Yeah, speaking of dying, that's a good segue.
And one of the most interesting murders in quite some time, there's the story of a
paraplegic.
It's not paraplegic. It's an amputee. He doesn't have any limbs. He lost 4 of his. He doesn't have 4.
Or quadriplegic, not paraplegic. A quadriplegic. My fault. Yes, right. He's a quadriplegic.
Is that pelegic though?
Yeah, if he doesn't have any.
He doesn't have the limbs.
Yeah.
So it's not a quad amputee.
Either way, a person, with no arms and no legs, became.
Let's take
sorry.
Let's see it. Have you ever seen this guy do?
I've never seen the video playing cornhole. No. Here he is, though. No arms, no legs, and becomes a world famous cornhole player.
Yeah, and the cornhole thing, it's not too mystifying that you could be good with some stumps at cornhole, because it really is just a matter of throwing and like.
Right.
And I've done a bit of a story on the professional cornhole here in Newfoundland, and so they're kind of like curlers in that there isn't a whole lot of. You don't need to be of peak physical conditioning to be great at this. So, but still, I mean, pretty good. Good for him. It's more of like a hand-eye coordination, but it's not hand. It's stump-eye coordination.
Stump-eye, yeah.
So this guy somehow shot his girlfriend. It's not funny. But
it's not funny. It's not funny.
It's kind of funny. Do you know much about this?
I just know that he managed to get himself a handgun and, shot this person, killed them.
Is it his girlfriend?
I don't know if it was his girlfriend or it was. I don't think it was his girlfriend. I think it was a dude. But a friend or something like that shot him in a truck, I believe. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So the question I have to ask is, how I mean, how the fuck? And it must be the War Amp's fault. It must be the War Amp's fault for giving
him
hands to shoot.
Oh, well, you're going to love this because I found footage. This is real. I found footage of him loading and shooting a handgun.
No way.
And,
Okay.
And you'll be surprised to know that he does not use any hands at all.
Okay.
No, from the War Amps or anything. It's stump. So.
Okay.
A resurfaced video is gaining attention after the arrest of a Charles County murder suspect. The footage appears to show 27-year-old Dayton James Weber demonstrating how he loads and fires a handgun, despite being a quadruple amputee. In the video, he uses his arms and body to operate the weapon and fire multiple rounds. The clip is now circulating online as Weber faces murder charges tied to a March 22nd.
He has enough skin from the stump to go into the trigger and pull it.
I thought that triggers were not that easy to pull, though.
The footage appears to show 27-year-old.
He's got enough skin in there, though. Like it's enough. Yeah.
Despite being a quadruple amputee.
Wow.
In the video.
But it's not like, it's not skinny, because you've got to be able to pull it back. So this is the only part of it that I don't understand. Like, I can't.
Weber faces murder charges tied to a March.
You can almost see it. It's like the very end of the stump. It's almost like he's using it as a finger, almost. Like it's nuts. It's crazy.
That's inspirational. But look, I mean, if you look at this there, do you see a stump here? Like, or a piece at the end of the stump?
To the right, can Dayton Weber take advantage here? Back two's going to be good.
Yeah, like no, that's nuts. I don't know how he does it. Yeah, that's crazy.
No idea. But good on him for never letting a disability keep him down. And this is to all you other would-be murderers out there. There's no excuse. Okay.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ. Oh, scrap that one. Scrap that.
We're live. We're live.
Oh, shit, we're live.
And with that note, Aaron, let's call it a day. Won't you ask our listeners, our viewers out there, please remember to subscribe, to like, to comment, to follow, to do all those things across all platforms. And we will be back again next week. Aaron, in the meantime, you want to do another promotion, or do you got anything else to say? You got anything to say for yourself?
I have nothing to say myself for this week. No, I'm good. I just want to say thank you again to Floyd if you're watching. Hope he didn't bash you too, buddy. Thank you for your time. Until next week, though, Conan, you say it. What's that tagline, brother?
I completely blanked on it. Surprisingly enough, it's prepare. Okay, until next week, prepare for the worst, but hope for the best. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Cheers.
Oh shit.